years of our new democracy, lots of things have changed. But sometimes I wonder if the lives of women in our country have really improved. As an urban black woman, I thought I was badly off. Seeing this, I realized there were people even worse off than someone living in a township hostel. This woman, Julian Williams, was known as Spekkie. Her family had been living and working on this farm for 50 years. In 1997, the farmer went bankrupt, and when the new owners took over, the Williams family were told to get out. Three generations who had never known another life were being evicted with no job or home to go to. We had a new situation in South Africa, so how could something like this be allowed to happen? In spite of local and overseas support, the Williams family had to leave. To the Minister Derek Hanekom. Dear Minister Hanekom, we are informed that the family of Catherine Williams is under pressure to be evicted from their place and their home. Dear Mrs. William and family, we have heard about your situation, that there is a threat being expelled from the farm where you have lived for 50 years. Okay. Personally, having experienced to be a refugee as a child after World War II, I can imagine how you feel. Her face had stayed with me for years. I couldn't get her out of my mind. And who knows how many other Spekkies were out there. Women who worked on farms for minimal wages, who were exploited or abused, and who felt they had no rights. It was now 10 years into our democracy. I wondered if anything had changed. At last, the opportunity came to try to find out what happened to Spekkie. This had now become something of a personal quest. So my friends and I started on a journey that brought us to the countryside around Stellenbosch. Majestic mountains, rolling vineyards, stately Cape Dutch homestead. Yes, it is lovely. But I couldn't forget the misery on Spekkie's face. It seemed that the glamour image of the wine industry had another side, the stark reality of workers' life. Had Spekkie survived? And where did she go? We started off by going to the flower farm where Spekkie and her family used to live. There, we spoke to the present owner, Mr. Swart, who had turned it into a bed and breakfast.
Any problems? They're not workers' house.
He remembered Spekkie all right, as someone who had caused him trouble. He didn't know or care where she had gone to, and he told us he didn't want her anywhere near his farm. The place was beautiful, and he had upgraded the rather tumble-down cottage which Spekkie and her family had once called home. It's called Spekkie's. But imagine our shock when we saw he had cynically named the cottages after the person had thrown out. So our journey continued, and as we went from farm to farm, asking questions, we began to find out more about this brave new world of ours. New legislation gave workers more protection, and NGOs such as the Women on Farms project had played a big part in educating and uplifting them.
Hello.
My name is Lungiswa Sithole, and I'm coming from the project called Women at Work.
And I'm looking for Elna. She's in a meeting now, but you may have a seat.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, pleasure.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
This is Elna. Ek weet nie van Spekkie af nie. Seker nie in my tyd nie, maar.
Okay, Gina sal meer weet, sy is langer.
So, can I see her?
Ja, ek kan pa gaan roep.
Okay, thanks.
Moet ek haar gaan roep?
Okay, yes, please.
Yes, Gina.
I'm looking for Julian Williams. She was called Spekkie. Her nickname is Spekkie. Do you know her? She used to live in the La Vega farm then.
Sy het in die plaas, ja.
Okay, okay,
Daar
so-
gebly en toe is hulle van die plaas afgesit en toe het hulle Vaughan het sê en die vir hulle gehelp. En toe het hulle huis gekry in Rich. Okay.
In the course of our inquiries, we learned a lot about what it is like to be female and a farm worker in South Africa today.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thanks. See you again.
The full documentary we intend making traces the steps of that journey, and we let the women we met tell you their stories.
Ja, daar bly mense.
It seems that many of these issues around housing, conditions of work, and social problems are still in force. The quest for Spekkie became a journey of discovery, which told us a lot about where we are and the distance still to be traveled.